What's up, my sad baddies? That's what you are, sad baddies. Because you're sad sometimes and you're still doing the damn thing. I dig that about you. Guys, I'm coming to you finally from a makeshift studio in my house. Because if you follow me on Instagram, you know I just moved. And moving is not for the weak, you guys. So I'm in this room, which will be the office, and I'm going to move my studio somewhere else, but I need to just get on the mic. So I've got my mic going now, and the desk is old, and it's too high, and there's like shit all over the room, but we're doing it. We are making it happen. So lots is going on. I'm moving, and while I have your attention, podcast is moving. Podcast is moving to YouTube. Now, let me clarify. All episodes up to this one will stay on YouTube. YouTube. They will stay on Spotify, Apple, Google, and I think Amazon podcasts. Wherever you listen to podcasts, they will stay there. You will always have this archive of like episodes 1 to 130 something. Moving forward, they will be on YouTube because this is going to allow me to create more videos and more information for you guys better, faster, easier. You can still listen on YouTube. Like if you're taking a walk or you're in your car, you can absolutely still listen on YouTube. That's not going to change. It's just not Spotify or Apple anymore. I could go back, but this new kind of shift is making more sense for the information, the content, the creative, what I feel is serving you better at this point, and more of like the best conduit for me to get shit out there faster, because that's where we're at. And my YouTube page, which is still the Catherine Lazar, my YouTube channel will also include more long-form videos on there. So any decor that I'm doing or coffee making or thrifting or shopping or anything that I want to further do on there will be on YouTube. Like, so you'll see things on Instagram or TikTok if I really just shift to TikTok, but I don't have the brain capacity. So it's going to be on YouTube, let's be real. And more long form from Instagram will be on YouTube. And then as well as any insight videos that I do on Instagram, I will elaborate on YouTube. Okay, so, it's not that big of a shift. Like, it's just a way for all my stuff to be in one place. I don't think I need to explain it to you guys, but it's not going anywhere. There will still be guests sometimes. I'm hoping to do more in-studio stuff. There's a great new podcast studio that I'm going to test out here in Atlanta. And I'd like to get more in-person interviews on the show. But, at this point moving forward, the show is going to probably include a lot more information than just death and how we move forward from it. I think that real-life insight to what people are doing now in their lost journey, I think is really helpful for me. I need to know, like, bitch, you're a vibe. How? How many years out are you? How do you still integrate your baby into your life or your child? Do you have heavy grief days? Because that makes me feel less weird. And so that's kind of where I'm at right now. And honestly, like, if you are a mom to livings, that's a whole conversation that needs to be had, because that is another thing that I think I'm experiencing now that I don't know if a lot of people talk about. So what I'm finding in the information that's provided out there by people who are walking and doing the walk and talking the talk, or walking the walk and talking the talk ahead of me, it's either like all grief or it's like all just life. And it's like, I need everybody to integrate. Well, I need somebody to integrate the two, because that's what this is for us. I'm out here like on fucking Instagram, like, look at my really ugly coffee bar, and I'm about to redo this thing. Do you guys know why I'm about to redo this thing? Because I need it to speak to me, because in my life right now, I get hit really hard with grief waves. Yes, I do. 4.5 years later, I do. And I'm still in the process of trying to expand my family. So shit's getting crazy. And you know what I need? I need a goddamn distraction. Sorry, I love the Lord, but I do. That's what this is. This is a passion. This is a distraction. This is something to focus on. Because what am I going to do? Lay in my really beautiful new bed that I love in my new house and like just stare at the ceiling and cry? I do feel like I want to do that sometimes, but to be honest, I can't. This is what we're doing. And the grief's not leaving. It's there. I have a baby that I lost. I did a whole ass pregnancy. It didn't happen. I had a miscarriage in March, and I'm pissed that I have to, that in order to expand my family, I have to do it again. I have to do a whole ass pregnancy again. And even if I can carry another pregnancy again. And so I'm dealing with a lot of that. I'm dealing with the discussions of how to expand our family. What are the options of expanding our family? Do we want to keep, like, y'all, it's a lot. But it also doesn't have to all be that, okay? It can also be this insanely bumpy, beautiful, horrible, tragic, joyful, indescribable experience, which I believe is life. Now, I posted about this yesterday, and I used to think that I was just always going through a challenging phase, air quotes. And what I'm finding is that this is not a phase. This is life. There's no other side. I do think there is another side. I've said that before, but there is no other side where all of this goes away. These boxes, these trash bags, these bins of shit, I don't even know what's in them, could potentially sit there unopened for a few weeks. But that doesn't mean I can't start enjoying my home now. And for those of you who don't know, yes, we did move. We moved, I think Monday night was our 2 weeks ago, maybe 3. I don't even know. And we damn near doubled our square footage. And I am trying hard to put things in its place because this just in, my nervous system fried when we moved in. I mean, I spiraled hard in the process, not knowing where my stuff was, total chaos everywhere. Meanwhile, this is like a dream home. Like, this is a dream home for us. We kind of stumbled upon this opportunity. We freaking got the house. We were the second offer. Like, it happened really fast and unexpectedly. And we are super lucky to have gotten this house in our price range. I mean, I'm not even going to lie. Like, we got super lucky. And it's in the same neighborhood we were in because I love this area. We're 4 seconds from CHOA, 4 seconds from Northside Hospital, 2 seconds from their school. You know, the neighborhood family pizza joint we can walk to, the park and splash pad we could walk to. We could walk to friends' houses. I'm 1 mile from my sister. Like, I love it so much. And we got super lucky. So meanwhile, while we're super lucky and I'm super feeling grateful, I'm freaking spiraling. Like, my nervous system was completely shot and still gets fried sometimes. I'm getting better because we've cleared out a lot of the boxes and I can like walk around and I can know where some things are. My bathroom is in order, you know, anything that I need. Like, I have my desk set up right now for this podcast, you know. But if you've ever moved and it has like shaken you to your core where you are not okay, that's a thing. That's a massive thing. And you guys know when I make statements like that, that's because I've already consulted with other people who have been in this situation and or therapists who coach me on these things. Because here's what we know. We have been through horrific experiences of carrying, losing, and by losing, I do say the word losing. Some people don't like it in this space. I don't fucking care. Like, sometimes I need to cushion it for myself because saying died is a little bit much for me right now. So, you know, yeah, okay, sure. We carried a baby that died in our belly. We birthed that baby. We left the hospital without that baby. Some of us, you know, almost died in the hospital. And, you know, and then now we're trying to have more babies. So, you guys know, I don't have to explain to you. You've been through a lot of stuff and you are wrecked. You are wrecked internally. Mentally and emotionally as well. You may be thriving. That's fine. We all can thrive. We're supposed to live a good life. But like, yeah, we've been through some shit. So then when you get in disarray, when you're home, your safe haven, is gone, I think it really does cause problems. It really does. It really impacts you in a certain way. Now, we could get all our tools and our resources, but if they're packed up in a box and you can't find them, like, oh shit, what are you going to do? And we just have to breathe our way through it. And we just have to work our way through it. And like, we need to find those little pockets of safe spaces in your house. You need to find those little pockets of peace. This is basically how this is. Like, I'm feeling a little like I got to get out of here today. So what am I going to do? I'm going to go get a fucking iced coffee. Delicious. I'm going to go to Whole Foods. I'm going to make some returns that I don't want from Amazon with free money. And then I'm going to buy some things for dinner tonight because we're hosting in-laws and my family's coming in for Trey's birthday tomorrow. And that excites me. And then I'm going to go to a little thrift store I've been wanting to go to. And guess what? It's going to be a great day. Probably Spiral. Already did once. And, you know, this is how we roll. It's how we roll. And if you are actively trying to find peace in your days, I don't even know if I want to say peace with the death. I think I want to say peace with reality. I hope that makes sense because I don't think I will ever be at peace with what happened to my son. I don't think I'll ever be at peace at how we were treated in his pregnancy that essentially didn't catch what was going on. I don't think I'll be at peace with what happened. But I can be at peace with my current reality right now, that this is not what happened, but the fact that it happened. There's a difference. Maybe one day I'll get peace all around with what happened to him. I don't know. I really don't. And right now I do know that this next step for me is finding peace in my reality and leaning into it, the good, the bad, and the very, very ugly. And on the days that are hard, or the moments that are hard, I don't have to send myself down a dark spiral anymore. I don't need to go over every single detail anymore. I don't need to sit in it. I mean, I can lean in and be like, wow, this really sucks. I need to acknowledge that I'm sad, but I can get the fuck out and I can go do something. And I'm honestly a very creative person. So, you know, I was in a consulting job for a while, like a desk job as far as like owning my own business, recruiting and helping hire for fitness businesses, which was great. And it was amazing money. I was banking, but like, it's not serving me anymore. And I feel really good when I create. Like right now I'm creating for you guys. This is what I do. This is who I am. This is not manufactured. And I think that's why some of y'all text me like, hey, it feels like a conversation we're having. That's what I want. This is not scripted. I have absolutely no idea what we're talking about here. Like but I know, and I know you guys, and I'm picturing you listening on your walk, in your car. And please know that this is strictly me having something to say that I feel will help somebody on the receiving line, because that's what I need. When I see somebody out there looking all perfect on Instagram, because we all know social media ain't real, but like when you scroll a lot, you know, all my shit is like home decor, coffee making, clothes, like makeup, skincare. That's the kind of stuff that's always made me happy. And I'm getting really back into it now, you know, and they are like looking all good. And then there's a post like, guys, I'm having a really shit day. I don't feel, you know, I'm really missing my dad or whoever it may be. I'm like, fuck yeah, you're a human being. Like, this is what we're doing. We're being honest about who we are and the stuff that we're all going through. And I gotta be honest, I'm tired. Like, no, like, I'm like, not in a metaphorically like, oh, you guys, I'm exhausted. I'm tired. Like bone tired. And there's no amount of coffee or energy drinks or walks around the neighborhood or peptides and supplements that are helping. And that's just how it is. I need to admit that I'm making 10,000 decisions every minute for my kids. I'm juggling needing to get this ordered for the house, return that for the house, call the electrician for the house, get that repairman for the house, make sure that the birthday party stuff is here in time, make sure that I have the cupcakes ready, make sure that he has his shirt washed so it says too cool, you know, on the day of, make sure that I get the doctor's appointment scheduled. And it's all great and wonderful things, but, my mental capacity is going. Not to mention, I still feel horrible. I haven't gotten Brody's urn a special place yet. It's sitting on my desk, like he's working with me, and I haven't gotten it up yet. And I know he's probably like, "What the hell are you doing, Mom?" But like, maybe he's not. Maybe he's like, "That's fine. I'm cozy in here with my wolf." And then making sure that I'm making the right decisions for my family, trusting my gut instinct. And I've talked about this before just briefly on Instagram, and you guys let me know if you want more of this, because another side of my expertise is toxic things that are in your home, and making wise decisions and cleaner choices in your home and your food and your skincare, whatever goes on your body or in your body or near your body. I have done a ton of research on it, and ever since 2020, I've spiraled down the rabbit hole doing research and trying to put things together and connecting the dots. And I unfortunately connected the dots way before a lot of other people. And so here we are. Now, I went too far the other way with all of it, and I went kind of crazy. Now I'm like good 80-20, like 80% of what's in my house that we eat or drink or is around us, near a body, on our body, in our body, is 80% clean. And then, of course, there's 20% shit. Because, come on, we got to live, right? But I'll probably do an entirely whole other episode on this. But, here's where I find people who, put this kind of information out there for you to either purchase the product, read the product, understand the product, get the information, education, is because they have done their research for me. That's what I appreciate when I speak to somebody who kind of knows a lot about something. Now, you guys need some dining room chairs? Bitch, I spent 10 hours searching the internet for the perfect ones. I know what height needs to be, the back chair needs to be, the width needs to be, the type of material that I want, how we assemble them, how quickly they could get here, what's the price point. I know it all. So come to me for that, because I've done the legwork. And I think where I'm kind of getting at now is if a lost mom is hey, these are the, smoothies that I make to make myself feel better and maybe alleviate a little grief. And this is with the supplements that I put in it, or essential oils, or whatever the hell's going on, and they were like, I know, because I've studied this and done a bunch of research on it. Here's what you purchase. I'd be like, fuck yeah, I don't have time. I don't have time to research that particular thing. I don't want to research that particular thing. So if you look at me and you're like, I'm a lost mom and this is what I know, I'll be like, hell yeah, give me the code, give me the link. That's what I think this community also brings to the table. Yes, we support each other in grief. Yes, we acknowledge and we recognize the pain and suffering that we're in. And yes, we say our babies' names, but also life. What is life looking like? And do you trust me that I've done my research on things? Do you trust my opinion on things? And that's what I'm kind of looking for when I'm looking for other people to follow and or get information from. So I hope you guys get that from me. If I kicked down the door when Birdie died. I was like, hey, look, I'm going to get some answers here. And that led to me getting so many answers and trying to really understand a space that I had no interest in before. Obstetrics? What? I don't give a shit. Just, get my baby here. And they didn't. So then, I got questions. And so moving forward, I'm applying that about myself. Where I need answers, I'm searching for the good of my family and the health and wellness of my family, and I'm going to find the best things for my family, because I think you get really kind of paranoid after loss, where, I don't know if you guys were following my stories, I pulled out some crackers out of the cabinet or the pantry, and it said there was a ingredient in it that causes cancer. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? How did this happen? I read labels. But I just was in a hurry, I guess, and I grabbed it, and the kids ate these things. And I'm like, oh, crap. Now, did I spiral? I'm like, oh, I'm killing my kids. No, they didn't eat enough of them to hurt themselves. But, damn, you kind of feel a little guilty. What if later in life, So we really are trying to do the absolute best we can. And being a woman and being a mom and being a grieving mom and a traumatized mom is next level. I was talking to this other lost mom who I dig. She's in Boston. She's fucking phenomenal. I hope I can meet her someday. And I hope I can meet all of you someday. Honestly, that's goals too. Have everybody here in Atlanta for something. But she basically was saying, I'm at my wit's end at the end of the day, and my husband doesn't understand why I'm like overstimulated, and I'm so tired, and like I'm just like really shutting down. And I was like, I completely get that. I completely get that, especially if it's a heavy day grief wise. Also, sometimes we open up our phones, and because we have communicated with other lost people or grief something, you see something come up that is holy shit, highly, highly awful. And it takes you a minute, and it takes you down for a minute. Like, this sweet baby's gone. Like, what happened? And we're living a life now that we did not sign up for, where we know that horrible things happen. We know that we are not immune to horrible things. We have seen awful things, and we have had our hearts completely shattered, and they are coming back together, not completely whole ever, but they are coming back together, our hearts, I mean. And so we either get really hit hard with things or not at all. I mean, there's certain news stories and stuff, I'm like, oh, okay. But then there's others that I'm taken down for days, just days, and I'm unwell. I need a drink of my Slate. I'm not even on coffee right now. I had too much this morning. Apparently that is a thing. You can have too much. Speaking of coffee, your girl is graduating to an espresso machine. I know. Pause for reaction. It still does iced coffee and does cold foam, which I'm strongly attracted to the cold foam feature. Oh, look at me just jumping into weird fucking topics. And then it also makes like flat white and cappuccino and latte and all that good stuff. And I'm stoked about it, but I just have to learn how to use it. So apparently there's like a QR code you could scan, and it's probably just going to walk me through it like I'm 5 years old, which I hope, because you guys ever like read instructions? You're like, I don't know what this says, and I don't care. And then you just kind of try to do it yourself. And by the way, everything out there right now, it comes in a box, and you have to put it together. I've never in my entire life. Like, the only thing I didn't have to put together was my kitchen table that I got from Pottery Barn, because it was Pottery Barn. And so you can understand the money I had to put out to get something that was already assembled. It's bananas. Absolutely bananas. And while I absolutely love buying shit from Amazon because I can get it like really quickly, I do not love that it's sometimes crap that I have to put together. And it really just depends on what it is. But, and that's another thing. My home, it's 80-20. It's going to be 80%, nice, and then 20%, wait, hold on. Maybe not. Maybe it's like 80, no. Let me think. Yeah, it's about 80% quality and 20% Amazon. And I don't do Wayfair. As much as I try not to, I don't know. They got some cool stuff, though. I'm not going to lie. I'm really into these small boutiques right now. These small furniture distributors, like Polly and Bark is my new favorite. And there's actually another one called Selwood, I think it's called. I always can't remember. We're about to find out. Polly and Bark chairs just got here. If you're following me on Instagram, you'll see my stories about them. Yes, I had to put the legs on, but that's way better than building the whole damn chair. And I'll take it. Good quality, really sturdy, beautiful, almost better than they were online. And that really makes me excited, because the price point isn't astronomical, like let's say Restoration Hardware or Our House, because you're paying for the name, obviously. But it's a good price point for quality and for what you need it for. Like, this is the kitchen table. If it was for like my powder room in my bedroom, I wouldn't give a shit. But it's my kitchen table, so we're getting some nice chairs. Yeah. And I'm not even a label whore when it comes to furniture. Like, I really don't even know that many names. But like, and I'm not going to be like, oh, this is Restoration Hardware. I don't fucking care. Now, my bags and my shoes, yes, I do care. But like, not really here. I just want it to be beautiful, functional, and decent quality, and be the perfect measurements. Like, I don't care where it comes from, as long as it fits in the space and it's not a nightmare to put together, and or can be assembled white glove service, which is what it's called. Like, when some of these places have it included, which is really nice. Again, here's where we're at. I need shit to be easy. Right? Like I'm thinking of doing like posts on my Instagram about like things in my house that are silly, but I love them because they're just make me cut down from 10 seconds to 2 seconds. Like, there's like no brainer stuff. Like even like cooking, I'm like, oh my God, I need a one pan, one dish because I don't feel like cleaning and I don't have the time to clean because my 2-year-old and 3-year-old are about to murder each other in the other room and jumping off things and trying to get up and down the stairs. And I have like 10 seconds to make dinner. I need it in one pan. I need it super easy. I need it to be delicious. And I need it quick as fuck. Like that's it. And so things like that is where I'm at. As a mom, as a grieving mom, as a woman, as somebody who's working and creating, like that shit needs to be easy. And no longer do I have the pressure on myself to be like, oh, bitch, you need to make this gourmet meal at the end of the day for your family. No. And like, you need to just research and find things that your kids will eat and keep pushing. No. If they want a pouch and some crackers for dinner, fine, because that means you're actually eating something. And I don't buy crap, so these are actually nutritious. I don't care. I'm going to force a 2-year-old to eat like this meal that I made for myself? It's just not going to happen. It's not. And I know my kids, and I've stopped with that pressure on myself. And to each their own. If you make a beautiful dinner for you and your partner and your kids are eating that too, props. How'd you do it? Mine don't do that. And they did for a minute. And then when they hit a certain age, they're like, absolutely not. You crazy lady. And I stopped. Because why? It'll change again. One day they're going to be like, I want what you're having. Great. Here we go. Pediatrician is just like, don't give him any other options for dinner. Just whatever you put in front of him. Okay. So he's going to scream his head off. And then he's going to be starving when he goes to bed. So he's going to be up in the middle of the night because he's so hungry. And I'm going to deny him anything. Like, it's not where I'm at. It's just not where I'm at. And I'm not willing to, like, do that at this stage of motherhood or his life. So whatever. Judge me. I don't care. This is where we're at. Unapologetically doing what you have to do to function. You care about your kids. You love your kids. Motherhood is only hard for good moms because we want the absolute best for them. But at some point, you have to release the pressure on yourself to follow the norms that other people think should be happening. And what am I going to stunt his development as a human being because I'm giving him other options to eat? Who fucking cares? Like, he's a great kid. All he wants is a pouch, a yogurt pouch. Hey, it's got protein. It's organic. Hell yeah. I'll give you 3 of them. You want that for dinner? Fine with me. It's pick and choose your battles. If that's your battle, absolutely own that shit. That's your battle with your kid. That's not my battle. My battle is him wanting Cheez-Its and goldfish for breakfast because he gets them at school or birthday parties or something, which I have never introduced him to those things because they caused a crazy ass addiction. I'm not even kidding. Like obsessed with them. Asks for them repeatedly. That's where I draw the line. No, it's 7:30 in the morning. You are not having goldfish. You're not. And that's my hard line. Screaming at me, demanding things, another hard line. No, you will not talk to your mom like that. You will ask me nicely if you want something. And you will listen to me when I say no. Like mine is more like a behavior thing because I think food habits will change, but right now I have to put some guidelines on how he talks to me. Not to mention, he can fry my nervous system even more by screaming at me. Like my whole day is like, I love being with my kids. And then when they are like brutal to me, I'm like, oh, they hate me. I'm really, really sucking at mamahood. We all do it. And I think a lot of times mamas who have lost babies, who don't have any livings, or feel fearful of these kinds of situations. And I'm going to be honest, it's hard, but nothing is as hard as holding and cremating or burying your dead baby. So you'll be okay. and you'll figure it out. There's lots of resources for moms in these situations. But I don't know if there's a lot of resources for moms with traumatized nervous systems in these situations, to be honest with you. Am I crazy? Like, why do I feel like we're just such a different category? And I'm not even trying to like put us on some sort of pedestal or make us super, super special. But I do believe that a lot of parenting things out there I cannot relate to. I don't know. I mean, I can relate to, absolutely, but it comes with another layer for me of an emotional distress and or like shut down. I'm not even sure, but I just think that we are a little bit different as we navigate life. I do. And I had somebody tell me recently she lost a brother. I think it was 2 or 3 years ago. And she said, while I am devastated and absolutely distraught and miss him so much, nothing compares to the loss of a child. So I more so helped my parents mourn their child. And I'm like, what? Okay. So then it makes me wonder how, now, and I'm not saying our death is more, I'm just saying outsiders looking at us and how we navigate life. That's all I'm saying. I'm not trying to say like our baby's death is like the worst thing ever. I don't know. People, it's all relevant to anybody's world. Everybody has their own world, and in their world is all that matters on how they feel about a death or a loss. Now, what I'm trying to do is sometimes crawl into the minds or the heads of the person I'm speaking with and why they're talking to me a certain way or looking at me a certain way or acting a certain way. And sometimes it is potentially the fact that like they think what's happened to us is the worst thing that could ever happen to a human being, and therefore they really don't know how to communicate with us. And I'm kind of like, you have a problem communicating with me. I'm having a problem here, but like, or I'm not having a problem here. So why do you have a problem here? I don't know. It's a little interesting trying to navigate things as a mom moving forward. It's getting more interesting. You know, having these conversations with normal moms and just, you know, we're bonding over the things that our living kids are going through. But, you know, do they know what I've been through? Like, you know, and I talked to my therapist about this, and she lost her baby 10 years ago. And she basically said that sometimes she just kind of chuckles when somebody says something wild. And like, oh, if they only knew, you know. So I think having a sense of humor is where I'm kind of aiming for right now, because like making this super dramatic, anything about it, obviously is super dramatic, obviously it's fucking terrible, but I can't really live in that anymore. I kind of have to like cope in a way where it's like, I have a secret and you don't know it, so you look like an asshole right now. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. And every day's different. Like, I woke up super dark this morning and I was like, I don't want to do today. And then I got on the mic and I'm feeling much better. And I kind of like, I'm just doing my best. And what's wild is sometimes I'll have like super heavy grief. Like, I don't know what it was, but my eyes shot wide open the other day in bed. I was replaying my 36-week appointment where he wasn't as strong as he normally was. And I was remembering that I wish I had screamed, he's not moving that well today. And if that had changed anything, I opened up my app and it said, your baby's running out of room, which they have since changed that verbiage. I don't know why I thought about it, but it sent me again. It sent me again. And I have no reason to sit there and spiral over the details again. And that's the thing. You do it in the very beginning. In the very beginning, you're going on every freaking detail every single day. And then later on, you start to do that, and then you stop yourself, because at the end of the spiral, at the very bottom, you realize like you did everything you could. You didn't know what else to do. This wasn't your fault. You have regrets and you have blame, of course, but like you get to the bottom of the spiral and you realize that there's just really nothing you could have done because you didn't know any better. So then I ended up stopping myself from spiraling. I'm like, oh, here we go. I know I'm lubing up. I'm getting ready to shoot down the spiral. And I could be like, no, bitch, no, I don't need to do this to myself. That's called revisiting the trauma. We don't need to do that. That is not neglecting your baby or moving on from your baby. That is not a disservice to your baby. That is protecting yourself and your brain and your heart and everything. Why would you want to relive the trauma all the time? That's not healthy, guys. We can't do that. We can't live there. Of course, in the beginning, for the first year, I did. And you just can't. So I had to shake it off and I had to get up and figure out what makes me happy. That's how we're doing this now, guys. That's how we're doing it. So I hope you stick around because this is me navigating life now 4.5 years out and being very honest about this journey. I am not going to be the victim of my own life. I am not going to be a victim to motherhood, both to Angel and living babies. I'm not. But I am going to be honest about its challenges and how I'm navigating them. That's where we're at. I will throw pity parties for myself, but I will get up and I will keep going. And this is how I'm bringing joy back into my life. This is how I'm bringing my son with me. This is how I'm parenting livings. This is how I'm creating again and picking up those pieces of me that I left behind when he died. This is a journey that we do together. Because for me, the only way for me to do this is to know I'm not alone in it. So yeah. All right. I'm going to call time now. I hope this was a helpful episode. Just remember, moving forward, it's going to go onto YouTube. You can subscribe so you get notified of it whenever I drop a new video. I'll probably tease some stuff on Instagram and then elaborate more on YouTube. That's the goal. And then do longer form videos of house stuff or whatever it is that I'm up to. Because my passion now is decorating this house. I absolutely freaking love it. I haven't decorated in years. And I'm super stoked. The house that we bought for Brody when he died like 6 weeks after we moved in. I had all these plans for it, and I just couldn't bring myself to do it. I just felt so dead inside. And we knew that we had to move because the 2 livings are taking over. And so we needed more space. And so here we are in this new beautiful home that I love. It was built in 2006, but I absolutely love the molding and the detail and the chunkiness and the drama of it. And I'm really excited of the things that I can do to it to make it feel like the vibe that I want. This over the top, intentional, feel good vibe that I need in my house. Because I don't fucking go anywhere because I don't want to. I make my drinks better. My coffee's better. It's cozier. My bathroom is right there. The temperature's perfect. Like, why would I leave? And I plan on having Lost Mom things here and other friends here and family here. So if that doesn't interest you, that's totally fine. I totally get it. There are other things I'll be sprinkling in this content, but like this is where I'm at. It's like a hyper focus and obsession with decorating this house. And I hope you stick around for it. And I thank you guys so much for being here. Please reach out if you have any questions. You can DM me on Instagram. I'm really good at answering those. And you can also email me, thecatherinelazar@gmail.com. My book is still out there, Sober Survival. And that is a guide for getting through the first year. If you're out of the first year and you're still kind of struggling with a lot of things, I have heard that it's helpful to read it, to kind of face and lean into the things that maybe you didn't and get validation for the feelings that you maybe didn't. Therefore, you can get to a place where you are able to function with your grief and find joy and happiness again and find peace with your days, because peace is not going to find us, guys. We got to create it ourselves. And that's what we have to do now. It's up to us to do it. So, hey, if you're decorating too and you just moved, holler. I love to hear tips and tricks and all that good stuff. I do hire handymen and professionals, but I also do a lot of it myself, and I'm learning, So this is it. This is what we're doing, and I'm going to be putting that out there. So I thank you guys so much for being here. I love you and your babies, and I will see you very, very soon.